There's something I can give in exchange for everything you give to me. Feed my mind, you feel just fine when I think my peace of mind is out of the scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you bear the weight of all that has to be. Hope you see that you can lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy sea. When love's so strong and so unsafe. Oh, Anita, just do it to you. Welcome back to the Homies Tribune. It's me, Mike Gam, as your host, talking to the homies. If this your first time tuning in, and if you have tuned in, then you already know the show wouldn't be right without the infamous Red Cup. Okay, listen. Don't worry about what's in my cup. It's my cup. All right. You dig what I'm saying? Don't get out my cup, man. Period. So I seen a question. I forget where I saw it at or who I was talking to, whatever may be the case. So forgive me. But the question was, do the youngsters respect their OGs nowadays? Is it a lack of communication? Is it not enough communication? Um, is it a disconnect? Or is it the OGs? And a lot of it really like I do think it's a lack of it's a lack on the youngsters' part, but at the same time, it's a lot of youngsters that's not really getting raised by OGs. Like I was getting raised by real OGs. You know what I'm saying? And social media has a little bit to do with it because nowadays the OGs, it's a lot of them that don't even want to be their age. They're trying to hide their age, from the little things. Me dyeing my beard or my hair back black and trying to keep up with the youngsters. It's too much. It's too much. And when you doing things like that, this is where you get caught up with the youngsters. Y'all start clashing. Y'all 20 years apart, and it's like, wait, y'all, how are y'all clashing? You know what I'm saying? And again, you might hear from the this is when you hear from the young old ass nigga because you're an old head and you trying to run into the youngsters lane. It's okay to be your age but be young at heart. Where you don't get old enough where you just feel like I can't even talk to y'all. No. When I was coming up, the OGs would share their wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And again, granted, nowadays, today, it's a lot of youngsters that feel like they know everything because of, you know, the information is so quick. I remember coming up where people had to go look at encyclopedias to get some information. Little things like that to opposed to just Googling. It's at the the tip of my fingertips. I'm just gonna Google it real quick. You know, I'm gonna act Siri real fast. Those little things and the knowledge I got from the OGs wasn't necessarily something you could get from Google or get from encyclopedia. It really only came in wisdom, and wisdom only come in age. You feel me? It was those little things. You feel me? But I just think it's a lack on both sides though. I'm not just gonna put it all on the youngsters. It's a lack on the youngsters because y'all don't want to take the information in. Nobody can't tell you nothing. Your attention span is too short. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's one for the OGs. It's a lot of them trying to act. 21, 22 years old, little dumb shit. It's also a little. I'm not gonna share the game with you type of attitude, which I feel is weak. I think it got to be a balance between the two. You know what I'm saying? I think we got to meet on mutual grounds with the OGs and the youngsters, where it's come on, I'm gonna share this knowledge with you. Like I came in the era of OGs where it's like I'm gonna share this knowledge with you, even if you don't want to know it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give it to you, not to where like I feel like I'm dictating to you. I'm coming to you as the homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to you as the homie, just spitting some knowledge. And the OG could be, uncles, uh, people in your hood, people that's, around, someone that's older than you that could give you real game. I also think it's I told you that they not getting raised really by OGs. A lot of OGs not around no more. Whether it's death, jail, and the lack of not wanting to be their age. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays it's so sad. And it's really confusing. It's confusion. Let me touch on you what I mean by confusion. The So in our community, it's a lot of people that don't really live to see 21. And I hear people all the time, they'll say, "Oh, that's old ass nigga," like a joke, like it's a bad thing, like, "Oh, that's nigga, like you gonna stay young forever." And it's like, no, it's actually a blessing that this guy's fucking 45, 50 years old. Like, cause there's so many that really don't get to see that side of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that's not gonna be at that 20-year reunion, if 10. You dig what I'm saying? It's going so fast. So to the youngsters out there, you got an OG, don't knock them or write them off. Get as much wisdom. The wisdom only come in the age. I ain't talking about what you can learn in the books. I'm talking about the wisdom of life, the ism, the real little jewels and gems. Gather that. Gather it. If he already bumped his head, learn what you can learn from it. And I know it's a lot niggas be out of touch, and there are some OGs that be out of touch with it, where it's like, okay, you don't even know what's going on in this world. You know what I mean? I would say to the OGs, don't be so quick to write off the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you sharing the information, don't dictate like they don't know nothing. Don't dictate and scrolling them. Type. You don't want to do that. Don't scroll them. Give them as much wisdom as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? I know they listen. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. To the youngsters. Remember this. Every for every old fool is once a young fool. Old fools was young fools at one point. Remember that. OGs remember that too. Cause sometimes we forget that. You know what I'm saying? Forget where it's like, look them, they out there, they young niggas can't tell them nothing. Yeah. You was just everybody was listen, you was in that boat one time too. So remember, old fools was once young fools. For both parties. Remember that. Old fools was once young fools. Remember that. Yes. Remember, listen, just remember that for both parties. When you looking or turning your nose up at one another, or the next time you ready to say old ass nigga or little dumb nigga don't know shit, these little fools, they crazy. It was an OG saying that about you when you was a young fool. You know what I mean? But to the youngsters, remember, you want to grow up to be that old fool. Yeah. So when the next time you think old ass nigga, don't say it as you try as is a joke, But I also understand that they might say it when it's an OG trying to be too young. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being his age. I just want to share that little game with y'all because I seen it. Was it a lack of communication? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Was it a lack of communication? Is it is it a disconnect? Do the youngsters respect the OGs? Or do the OGs write them off? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe to the people that have been commenting, have been watching, have subscribed. I appreciate you. Listen, seriously, I really appreciate it. I'm watching this thing grow organically. I couldn't be more grateful. I'm signing off. Me, Mike Gam, the homie Tribune. If there's anything y'all also want me to talk about, just get in the comments. Listen, get in the comments. We can chop it up, and I'll make sure to touch on it the next show. I'm signing off. Appreciate you. Peace.